Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be talking about news of a recently published paper by the House of Lords, detailing the use case surrounding the implementation of a UK CBDC. On the 13th of January, the UK's House of Lords published a paper titled Central Bank Digital Currencies, a Solution in Search of a Problem. The paper went into detail surrounding developments and the potential utility of a CBDC within the UK. Upon the publication of the paper, the House of Lords concluded, "We have yet to hear a convincing case for why the UK needs a retail CBDC. While a CBDC may provide some advantages, it could present significant challenges for financial stability and the protection of privacy." Upon the number of questions and arguments put forward by the House of Lords in regards to the implementation of UK CBDC included, how can a CBDC be a competitive payments option without causing a level of banking sector disintermediation that would have negative consequences for credit allocation and financial stability? The arguments surrounding the potential disintermediation surrounding legacy banking infrastructure and a potential retail CBDC may have been put forward, namely due to potential variations in the degree of underlying technological frameworks which powers such payment platforms, whereby a retail CBDC would likely be built through the utility of DLT. The DLT infrastructure associated with a CBDC will make it difficult for such platforms to be able to actively communicate and interoperate with legacy frameworks associated with the current banking sector. This factor in turn will lead to reductions in the ability for the active allocation of credit, which as a result may lead to instability surrounding the financial system. This potential limitation may be overcome, namely through the utility of Quant's overledger offering, whereby overledger is the only technological innovation on the marketplace, which enables the seamless ability to interconnect networks of varying backgrounds, be it DLT or legacy technology. Varying networks will be able to be plugged into overledger's framework, which in turn will lead to the active ability for such networks being able to communicate and potentially send datasets more seamlessly and transparently. This factor will induce measures surrounding interoperability and will also see the overcoming of disintermediation surrounding legacy banking and CBDC frameworks. Thus, credit allocation will be maintained, which will lead to the continuation of financial stability. Further to Quant, overcoming potential disintermediation surrounding CBDCs and legacy banking frameworks, the Quant team published an article detailing why a CBDC would be favourable for the UK as a whole, whereby the Quant team detailed how the underlying DLT or blockchain technology, which will power a UK CBDC, will ensure cross-border payments involving CBDCs will be vastly more efficient and cheaper compared to legacy payment infrastructure. Improvements in the ability for efficient cross-border payment methods facilitated by CBDCs will be highly secure, namely due to CBDCs actively leveraging cryptographic technology into their frameworks, which as a result will lead to improvements in the ability to overcome the tampering of payment actions. Improvements surrounding cross-border payment methods detailed by the Quant team was echoed by the Federal Reserve, whereby the central bank outlined improvements to cross-border payments CBDC has the potential to streamline cross-border payments by using new technologies, introducing simplified distribution channels and creating additional opportunities for cross-jurisdictional collaboration and interoperability. The innate benefits surrounding the direct utility of CBDCs, especially in regards to improvements in cross-border payment actions, can be further enhanced by Quant Network's offerings, namely the fintech company's overledger, whereby Quant's overledger will provide the potential to seamlessly exchange digital assets and datasets between ordinarily inoperable networks, be it DLT or legacy. Overledger's ability to seamlessly connect varying networks will provide the potential for future innately inoperable CBDC networks to seamlessly connect, and thus providing the potential to induce cross-CBDC implementation to support cross-border exchanges when different central banks are using different ledger technologies. Further to developments surrounding a UK CBDC, the Bank of England is set to modernise and develop infrastructure mechanisms which will see the central bank improving real-time gross settlement or RTGS system activity. Improvements to RTGS systems will see the active utility and incorporation of blockchain technology. The Bank of England's RTGS system lies at the heart of UK payments, whereby the Bank of England's RTGS system settles payments amounting to £600 billion each day, which is close to the UK's annual GDP every 3 days. The future utility of DLT in the Bank of England's RTGS system will see the connectivity of payment infrastructure among banks and other financial bodies within the UK. The active utility of DLT in such payment methods will lead to payment methods being faster, more secure and cheaper compared to legacy RTGS payment systems. The following clip from Quant CEO Gilbert Verdian details the implications of developments surrounding RTGS being blockchain compatible.
Just back to the Bank of England example. So they're updating their RTGS in a program called RTGS Renewal. It's public. What they're looking to do is the next RTGS system is going to be blockchain compatible. So they're not going to put it on blockchain because the technology is not there for it, and it's not really designed for an RTGS system. That's a separate, high availability system. So what that means is the future RTGS system is going to be able to talk digital assets, and that's important because that's where CBDCs come in. So the view across industry, and we've been working a lot with regulators, with central banks, with the higher order of the banking system, and the view is central bank digital currencies will be here. That they're not a theoretical thing anymore. Even today, I've seen on Twitter a very a crude example of the digital yen in China. Digital yuan in China, and someone just went to a convenience store and used it as a digital wallet and just bought a drink. So the CBDC discussion is not optional. It will happen. Everyone is actively working on it. There's reports from the IMF, from BIS, from the FSB that's showing the activity. And what CBDCs will do is complement the money system, because money is very difficult to move. If you're doing small transactions, you have to do reconciliation. You have to do taxation after profits. The settlement of money has to exchange hands and then move into different banks, and then it gets settled into RTGS. So it's a difficult medium of value to transact with, but cash is still widely used. So moving away from pure cash, the CBDC that will be issued is another way for people to have a government-backed form of money that's trusted because it's backed by the central bank, and it's widely adopted because the rails are already there. It's just going to complement the payment and settlement rails that already exist, and eventually it'll get tied into RTGS. So the architecture and the thinking behind central banks.
The active incorporation of blockchain technology into the central bank-run RTGS system will lead to invariable increases in transaction speed and finality in regards to CBDC settlement. The utility of blockchain technology in RTGS infrastructure, and in turn CBDC development, will require an overarching platform which provides connectivity, interoperability, and the ability to communicate with DLT within the UK's payments infrastructure. As mentioned, an overarching technological framework will be required for the active interconnectivity of payment systems associated with a potential CBDC and legacy banking frameworks. In such instances, Quant's overledger is the only offering on the marketplace which enables such actions to arise. With the benefits surrounding a CBDC, especially in regards to cross-border payment actions, the Bank of England and in extension the UK may seek to directly implement a CBDC into their frameworks, which in turn could lead to the likes of Quant being actively used to facilitate actions involving cross-border payment actions associated with CBDC activity, and also providing interoperability between DLT-based CBDCs and legacy payment infrastructure. What are your thoughts on Quant? Do you think Quant's offerings is the best option for a UK CBDC? Let us know your views in the comments below. Become a Crypto Clan member by joining us on Telegram and Twitter, where we talk all things crypto. Thank you for watching the video. We hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, subscribe and click on the notification bell. Let us know your views in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.